Alright, so we're getting ready to start doing more of the conversion on my bus, and we're going to start working on some of the house systems coming up here. Really excited to be working with a couple suppliers that Dad has used on his bus and had great luck with. First one here is Mr. Cool. This mini split is going to be going in my bus. I have to get the pony motor out. This is going to be going into the bay where the factory AC is under the side of the bus, which if you remember from Dad's bus was his generator bay. But once we get that taken apart and out of there, we're going to start getting this put in and hooked up. This 12K mini split should be more than enough to keep my bus cool and heated, especially considering I have that diesel heater to work as supplemental heat. But at this point, I've been on a bus with one of these and I've heard nothing but good things about them, so I'm very excited for this. In just a second here, I'll get those boxes on the back of my truck and we'll go through those because I'm pretty excited about that too. Alright, and this is the rest of the stuff we just received. Pretty excited to get this stuff going here. Let me show you some of the stuff that's in this box without immediately trying to give away what it is. To start with, we've got our battery monitor. I'm pretty sure that gave it away though. If you guys know what this is, you'll know what the rest of these are. Then we've got hats, and the t-shirts are definitely going to give it away. So these are Battleborn batteries. So give me just a sec here, get my knife out and we'll unbox one of these. I'm excited to see it. Really excited to see it. Alright, I'm going to have to sit this down for just a second. I'm not going to be able to lift it out of there one-handed. They're light, but they're not that light. So right here, we have a 100 amp hour lithium iron phosphate battery. Now, this battery is really light. If it was a little thinner, I probably could have just picked it out of the box one-handed. Now, the BMS in these will allow me to take them all the way down and use all the power in these safely and not cause an issue. I'm pretty excited for what this is going to do. I'm hoping that between my solar usage and everything else on my bus, I'd love to have it where it's capable of being powered anywhere off of a very, very small portable generator or just a regular outlet on the side of somebody's house if I don't have access to an RV hookup or anything like that. So the goal is to create a battery bank and a solar system. They'll be able to keep my bus powered and operating comfortably in a situation like that, and I'm very excited to have these on board. Another thing I love to see, made in Nevada, designed and assembled in the USA. Really excited to have Battleborns here. Right here, this is the battery we have. So these are a few of the specs on it for you guys. They only weigh 30 pounds, which I'm pretty impressed with. But very excited for this. Very excited to be running some of this stuff too. So this is a Bluetooth battery monitor, so I can check in on this from my phone. And I'm pretty excited to get their products on the bus. And I think in the future I'd like to upgrade some existing stuff I already had to some more stuff from Victron. So we're going to get this battery monitor mounted up in my bus, and I believe it's going to be going in my kitchen over my refrigerator. So not a terribly inconvenient spot to see it, but the fact that it's Bluetooth, that I can just hop on my phone anytime and check to see what my batteries are at, is pretty convenient. Another really awesome thing about these is they carry a 10-year warranty on them. So if anyone's a little hesitant about moving to one of these lithium iron phosphate batteries, being, you know, slightly newer technology or anything, the warranty should help put you at ease too. And I know Dad's been running a set in his bus for well over a year at this point with absolutely no complaints whatsoever. I mean, it's to the point where he relies solely on these and inverters and doesn't even carry a generator anymore. I mean, that's a lot of faith to put in some of these batteries, and I'm very, very excited to have them. Well, looks like we got a lot more room to add on to the battery bank later, but these are going to end up going right up in the front corner of this bay. Hopefully, sometime in the next couple weeks here. case you're wondering too, this is the equivalent of me having 8 lead acid batteries in my bank, because of the fact that I can run these so much further down and get more use out of the power that's in the battery. So 4 batteries may not look like a lot for the bank, but because of how these work, it is actually quite a bit. Well, can we get a moment of silence for my DeWalt drill? I don't even want to try to spin it. I guess we can. Oh, it's pretty hot too. Oh, it doesn't want to turn. This thing was just pouring smoke out of it, finishing that hole, which I'm almost through the floor. That's going to be the access for where all the power and everything's going to drop to the kitchen. And really everything that's power is going to run through where we're putting this. But the old drill finally died. So Dad's running over to his bus real quick to go grab his drill. I'm going to use it to finish up this hole. And looks like next time I go to Lowe's, I get to buy a new drill. It's actually not bad though. Hopefully I'll get one of the kits so I have another DeWalt charger, and we'll add a couple more batteries to the collection when we go to do it. But still sucks. I knew it was going to happen though. The last time I used this thing, it was starting to smoke and show signs of death when I was using it to run a hole saw. So, oh well, just how it goes. Well, I've got a little bit of time where we got some nice weather and the storms haven't started yet. Back to working on getting this wall out. So, took the little pocket, I don't know if it's for maps or whatever, off right here. A few screws I got off down there. Got them off right here through this trim sheet. This one right here I got removed. These are going to have to get hit with a grinder like I did on the other side. They are not accessible from this side, so it's not going to be too big of a deal to get those knocked off. But the problem I'm seeing now is this sheet actually carries out into here. So now I need to get this lip where the door goes against off, which it does go up to here and then stops. The problem I'm having is some of these are stripped out, some are just turning. I'm going to have to drill those, and as you guys just saw, I did just kill my drill. So I'm getting what I can off of the impact driver. I'll see about going and maybe grab my 12-volt Milwaukee drill and try to hit those. My guess is they're probably stainless though, and they're going to suck to drill, but we'll have to see. But I think once I get this piece released, at least up till in here, which if that is the case, I might split this piece in half and make it 2 pieces for future, being able to remove those more easily. But we'll see. But it looks like this needs to come off, and after that I should be able to see the back side. I don't see any more fasteners down here in the bottom that look like they're going to fight us. There's one that here that was broke off before I started, and one I think right there that I broke off, so those will have to get drilled. I'm hoping we're getting close to it. Unfortunately, I've been all through the manual for this, and I cannot find in the manual any way to disassemble this thing. So, still kind of just going at it blind, but it's not like I want to go at it with a sawzall or, you know, a grinder or anything like that. I want to keep it in one piece so that when it comes out, we can get it cleaned up, get it painted, and get it back in here. But I'm ready to get kitchen cabinets in this thing this week, and I really would like to have this out of the way to get the cabinets through. Alright, so I found there are 2 rivet heads right there in it. And I got the bottom of this piece off. A lot of these screws are seized. I'm going to have to drill quite a few of them out. But you can see, maybe come over here. Right there's the edge of it, so it does end underneath here. So this does have to come out to be able to get the end seam out of here. So just keep working through, hopefully, and we'll see how far we get before the storm comes. I'll probably go up here and try to get some more of these Phillips ones out. This old door seal is just so deteriorated. Probably just try to get it off while I have it and see if we can do something else to get the front door to seal, because obviously this is doing nothing. But just one project after another. I really need to get this done though. We could probably get the kitchen cabinets in and carry it over, but even once those are in, I'll be ready to put a lot of bigger stuff in here. I gotta get a fridge in, couch has to come in, a bunch of stuff like that. It'd just be nice if this wall wasn't in the way for it. Well, got quite a few of them. This one's rounded. It came part way out and then stripped the head. This one just spins freely in there and I can't get it out, so I'll have to mess with that one later. That one is stripped, and that flathead right down there, sorry, is seized. So all those will need drilled out for me to get this the rest of the way off. That's at least a start. Then this trim panel is off far enough. So looks like I still got a little bit of time here. I'll probably go get my flap disc. We'll get these two ground off. And then I really just need to get this off and drill out those rivets I found down in there. I think we're ready to start just lightly prying and pulling on this thing and seeing what's left, but I'm hoping that's going to be it to get this thing out of here. This is today's pile of screws and fasteners that we've gotten out. May not look like a lot, but a lot of this stuff was just seized in there, and it does suck to get it out of there. Well, we got those out of there. Pretty quick work. The flap disc just ripped right through them, so and we gotta mess with those. I should probably stand up on the battery. I don't want it to fall. But yeah, that's out. This is now free and moving. If I up in there, so it is separated from this upper ducting. Now I'm down to needing a drill again, so let's go run and get a drill. But been having a lot of storms lately, and from what I've been seeing on our local county Facebook pages, most of the roads I need to go through are flooded in places. So if I have to go to another town versus the one I normally go to Lowe's, it's gonna be an even further drive. So I'll probably just wait for the water to go down. Maybe go back over to Dad's bus and steal his drill again later. So I was gonna use my 12 volt, but I think it's gonna be a little too much for my 12 volts to go through and do all these. I'm gonna kill a ton of batteries, so we'll see. Well, I think that's gonna do it for today. Stopped for lunch, went and did a live stream, and storm's getting ready to roll in any minute, so there'll be more updates coming this week. We're supposed to have a lot of rain, so I'll be spending a lot of time in my bus and hopefully get a few more things done on it. Figures it slows down as soon as I get the camera up. Storm's finally here. It ended up coming a lot later than we thought it would today. I'd say one downside to my bus, without a roof full of solar panels, the rain is a little bit louder. I have to get that taken care of. Even with all this insulation, it does get pretty loud in here.